All right, so fortunately, for whatever reason, the Season of Mastery servers are down. I don't really know why. I'm trying to figure out why. In development here, you've got the development Season of Mastery. Welcome, but thank you for a good first week. This was 22 minutes ago. Or it says 22 hours ago, but I guess the update in here was 22 minutes ago. They said they would be running some server maintenance today to roll out some changes, which I think they already did. Let's go, here. I thought it went fairly well here. Here are my observations. DC issues leveling was definitely faster. Mobs appeared to res more quickly. Pacing and of the bank gold balance seems good. Gearing for dungeon mess works quite well. Increased quest limit from 20 to 25. This was already done. This is already increased, which is interesting because this says this was posted an hour ago, and I already know for a fact that the quest limit is 25. 30 level cap had some interesting knock-on effects. Not only did it allow slow players to catch up, but it made the low-level dungeons more interesting and meaningful with regards to gear acquisition, and it limited the eye level of the gear you could buy mage. People are buying shit. I thought it made the game more fun to play, actually. Yeah, I mean, it is fun. I mean, I think one of the things that's interesting in WoW is if you limit the level to only like level 30, it doesn't get out of hand. People, because you haven't opened up the big dungeons, you haven't opened up the raids. So people are kind of all on a little bit of a same playing field. Yeah, now this person say, hey, hello, it's almost quitting time for you guys, and nothing's been announced yet. Is anyone there? And I believe this is in response to the fact that the servers are currently down, and nobody knows why. I thought they were up earlier because someone says this was supposed to supposedly... well, this was posted a while ago. It's funny that people are complaining about these things. Like, thanks for the reminder. Another thing, 12 months is way too short. Please do not implement 12-month phases. I mean, this is not going to happen. They're not going to not implement 12-month phases because the whole purpose of this, if you read their post, is that they want to do it yearly. They want to do like a seasonal server every year. And of course, every year means 12 months, so... Jesus. Yeah, I'm with this guy. So far, the XP increase of 25% is barely noticeable. Now, the 40%, which they claim to have changed it to, I haven't had the chance to test yet because the servers, for whatever reason, are still offline, and I cannot get any information as to when they're going to come back online, which is weird. I mean, there's really not a whole lot going on here. We have a post from 9 hours ago. Yeah, so there's certainly not posting here about... No, this is... Iron bays everywhere. But this sucks, man. This totally sucks. Why would they bring this? I don't know why the servers are still down. They claim they were going to update them today, but it's like I can't find any information on why they're down or how long they were going to be down or why, what's going on. I mean, it's just a beta realm. You wouldn't think it would take this long. And why did they bring up another server? Like, it says Season of Mastery Beta 1. What's Classic Era PTR 2? What is that? That seems very strange. I think they got, like, monkeys over at Blizzard working on this stuff. People have no idea what they're doing. I'm a software developer, so I know. I mean, it's like, at least communicate what you're doing. Very frustrating. I was all set to play and do something, and I can't. So, but the most frustrating thing is I can't get any information on what the fuck's going on. Let's see if Cargos. I hate how Twitch makes you watch commercials. It's just like, come on, really? I hope they both get eaten by sharks. I hope a shark comes out and eats them both. That would be the only way this commercial actually works. No, they go to Taco Bell. Yeah, whatever. 8 days ago, 8 days ago, 5 hours ago.
So, really hope I can pick that quest up sometime soon.
Less than optimal. I have my webcam.
One? I was driving the other day and I was thinking about how stupid we were going like 90, 100 miles per hour. Like, you should never go 100 miles per hour in a vehicle.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know why I feel
never
that
was
way.
like a speeder much. Yeah, like it never really made sense to me. But yeah, I firmly believe, Gray, the most dangerous time for a lot of people, maybe the majority of people of their life, is when they're actually teenagers, like middle school to high school.
Yeah.
You might have the highest mortality rate in your life. We did. I don't know if you guys have done stuff, but I remember my buddy Sam. Like, for some reason, we thought it was a good idea. He took his mom's like Benz, and we went on the fucking I-95, and he was going like 120 or something.
For no reason.
For no
dude.
reason at all.
Dumb kids, man. I'm just trolling Discord at this point. Waiting for the for some information on the server. If we don't get anything, I'll take the stream down, I guess. Or I'll play something else. So this post helps me withdraw some criticism towards XP and Season of Master. However, I first want to make a point acknowledging and appreciation for Blizzard. Thank you for not mentioning or apparently even considering the option for a level boost. Well, so far they haven't done a level boost. Now to the topic at hand, the adventure awaits XP buff. It seems at the moment this elimination, you either hate it or you hate it kind of scenario. On one hand, this is the most liked comment on Season of Mastery announcement post. More liked than the announcement post itself, I might point out, is a post asking that the XP buff be removed entirely and to leave leveling alone. That's actually pretty interesting. Folks in this camp tend to place a lot of value on leveling and what the leveling process was in Classic compared to what it became in later expansions. On the other hand, the most folks I've seen express support for the XP buff feel it doesn't go far enough, and that overall it speeds up total leveling time marginally, but is hardly actually felt by the player. Look at this person. As this is that That said, I propose a solution that would be hopefully satisfying to both camps, as well as just generally reduce confusion. Add a purchasable, consumable BOA item at max level that increases XP gain significantly for a few hours in the open world for alts. I think this works for several reasons. I just don't. Can I just downvote this like right away? How do you downvote something? Yeah, I dislike. No, I don't like it. How do I change? Let's see, change character. Wow, you can't. I was gonna delete it. You can't even delete your own post, I guess. Well. Yeah, well, whatever. Let me, I guess I'll have to go play something else. What is this shit? Why is it still showing? Hell is that window? It's weird this window keeps showing up. I don't know what that is. Well, apparently we're not going to be able to play Classic WoW Season of Mastery because Blizzard's a bunch of fucktards who can't tell us when they're going to bring servers down, or at least can't tell us for how long, and they can't give us any status on the status of the servers. So, yeah. So that's fucked up. They're already ruining Season of Mastery servers because they increased the XP to like 40%. Most people fucking don't want it. Servers are still offline. Hey, what's up, Clay? Unfortunately, the Season of Mastery servers aren't up. I don't know why they're not up.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm disappointed, you know. I wanted the Season of Mastery servers to be up so I could do a little leveling test, but they're not up, so I'm screwed.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely. Lovely.
Dude, this is Clay. This is World of Warcraft. This is not Ascension, dude. This is not Ascension, dude. This is Burning Crusade Classic right here. I don't play Ascension anymore. At least I'm not playing it right now. The seasonal server in Area 52. That's Ascension. WoW. And the seasonal server, you get. It's just different. You don't get free pick on the Area 52 server. You get to pick whatever abilities you want, and you don't get to do that on the seasonal server. I'm just pissed off because I was all set to stream. Well, the people that I was playing Ascension WoW with went to go play New World, right? They weren't playing Ascension anymore. So I didn't really want to play myself, so I went and played New World. Well, then I played New World for a couple weeks, and I just determined what I knew I would pretty much figure out, which is that New World, in my opinion, isn't a very good game. It's just not a very good game. I mean, there's good things to New World, but it's not a game I want to spend a lot of time in. What's up, Tony? It's not a game I want to spend a lot of time in, so I left that. I left that, and then, you know, looking at the whole Road to Ragnaros challenge that Cargos is doing for the hardcore community, I decided to start playing around with the idea of, you know, doing that. So I've been playing in the classic season mastery beta, but the problem with Tony, the problem is right now the seasonal servers are down, and I don't know why they're down. Like, there's no. You're still like Ascension. No, Ascension's great. They're offline. Like, these servers are completely offline right now. So you know what? Fuck them. I'm so sick of Blizzard. Like, they don't even tell. First they say they're bringing the servers down. Like, they said, just you have to like go reading through like the forums. And there's a post where they say, yeah, we're gonna do some maintenance tomorrow. But there's been no word. And I've looked at their Twitter too, and there's been like no information on when the servers are coming back up, if they even are coming back up. So yeah. Let's see. Shit. Come on. What the hell password did I use? Ah, you gotta be kidding me. come on with the captchas, man. I fucking hate captchas. Please pick the fucking image with a boat in it. God, I hate these things. They're so fucking annoying. Oh, I'm gonna fucking fuck you up, Darrowshire. All I wanted to do was log into Season of Mastery and do something, and I can't even do that. Blizzard pisses me off. I didn't even want to fucking play on Blizzard servers anymore. It's only Cargos' hardcore challenge that makes me even want to do it. I can't log into this account because for some reason my password, I can't remember the fucking password. Fucking MMOs, man. Yeah, but it's like... Destiny 2, Albion. I can't do Albion because it's got that damn isometric view, man. I cannot play it. I cannot play an MMO with an isometric view. Can't do it. But I mean, I'm really just looking to play. The problem is they just announced that, and if you look at the post I put on my channel, they just announced that they're going to be increasing the XP, right? So if you go here and you go to the comments section, I mean, look, it just seems like you can. Yeah, they've increased it to 40%.
Hello everyone, this is just going to be a quick video about the experience change that has happened on the classic first beta. The Season of Mastery buff that usually increase your experience gain from quest by 25%
has been increased
to 40% today.
So this video came out today, October 13th. So somehow this guy, I don't know when the servers are going to be up, man. Somehow this guy got into the server sometime today to see that when he hovered over the adventure awaits, icon at the top, the buff, right? Which normally says 25%. Today now says quest experience will be increased by 40%. Well, I have not been able to get into the servers no, actually, that's not true. I did get into the servers earlier today because I created my warrior. I set up her macros. I set up the UI and everything for my warrior so that tonight I could try to level the warrior in the night elf area and see how fast it would, how long it would take me to get maybe like to level 14. I just wanted to do a little test, a speed test, to see how long that would take, but I can't get into the servers now, and I can't find any information from Blizzard. I've gone to their Twitter, I've gone to the Mastery forums, and I cannot find any information about why. I can't even find why the servers are down. I can't even find a reason as to why the servers are even down. If you go to the forums, you go to in development, you go Season of Mastery, you can see somebody doesn't like that the XP is 40%, but you can see this guy's are the realms showing offline for anyone else. They are for me. Yeah. Wait a minute. I thought I clicked it. Yeah, so you can't log in right now. This guy says, yeah, faux sure. Great response there. This guy says, no, I'm playing. I have classes level 30. Yeah, whatever. And then I just respond and say, yeah, realms are showing offline for me as well. So, yeah. But that's it. There's like no information. There's nothing. I can't find anything. So it just says here we're currently planning to do maintenance on the beta tomorrow, October 13th. At that time, we'll update it with new something. With new something, I guess. Oh, here, the adventure waits. Buff that gives forward experience. I guess players from yeah, these are all old posts here. And then, of course, if you go to the Twitter account for Blizzard, which is where you can usually get the most up-to-date stuff on server status. You want to go for your country, which has to be the Americas. You go here, and there's nothing. You know, just some sort of weird thing as part of continuation of the issues over the past few days. Our team will actively be monitoring and reacting to the situation during peak playtime. So this is like something, I don't know. This is something where the PlayStation 5 service is having issues. So, you know, nothing to do with Season of Mastery. So yeah, I have no idea why the servers are down or when they're going to be back. The problem, okay, what they're going to do with the Season of Mastery is they're going to do it just like it's going to be truly seasonal, right? Season of Mastery is basically it's World of Warcraft vanilla WoW, you know, fresh servers. Everybody logs in, creates their character, starts, you know, fresh, and they're going to roll out all the content for all the raids, all the dungeons, all the phases are going to roll out through in one calendar year. So basically, it'll start, and then it'll go 12 months, and then it'll end, right? And that's it. And then they're going to restart it again. I don't know if it'll be a new server or if they'll wipe that server, but then they're going to start it over, and it'll be Season of Mastery Season 2. So basically, they're just yearly seasons that just roll over. So people can start, because a lot of people like to do that. I personally am not really like that, but a lot of people like to do that. They like to, you know, and Cargos is one of those people. They like to go in, and they like to have a fresh server. You know, everybody steps into the server at the same time for the first time, and you know, and then they play for a year, and then it stops, and they create another new season server, and people start all over again. Yeah. Yeah, it's some people like the idea, and this comes from private servers. Every time a private server rolls out a new server, people play it. So, but yeah, I don't see the servers coming up. You know, I don't see the servers coming up right now, so I'm just going to I'm going to go to Darshire, and we're just going to do the same thing I was going to do on Season of Mastery. Unfortunately, it's a different server, so I'm going to have to use different macros. Let me go back. Let me see what macros I have set up. Do I have macros set up? Let's take a look, because this is a real old vanilla client. Yeah, I mean, this is like, to me, it's just their last ditch effort to try to keep as many people in the game as they can, because there's almost more people in these servers than there are in, you know, than there are in the retail, you know? So this server here is Darshire. And this is like a true original like vanilla client. Like this is not a classic client. So this is completely different. Like, you know, I'm going to have to use, you know, macros, you know, some crazy macros. I don't know if I've installed. Yeah, we've got super macro. We're going to have to use super macro. So. But anyways, I'm going to try to create a warrior, but it's going to be tricky because I'm going to have to try to find out what kind of macros that I'm going to use on a original vanilla client. They're quite a bit different. So... oh, Jesus. I hate how my computer... I mean, it only happens when I'm streaming. When I'm streaming and I go to a folder, it's like, frick, it takes forever. Really, it took that long to pull up a list of some damn text files? Seriously. I'm going to have to get some new M2 drives. Well, I don't know. When is the MMO genre going to be good? I think when they break away from basically acquiescing to all the people who play the game the way it shouldn't be played. There's too many people out there that play MMOs like it's a single player game, you know, like it's an RPG that you just fly through everything and get all the stuff and game over. But that's not the way MMOs are. MMOs are supposed to be a game that really never ends, you know? I wish, Asafki, I wish they would just come out with a new MMO. I totally agree, man. I wish they would come out with an entirely new MMO, Alright, well, we're gonna need these. Hopefully. Man, once you start getting into vanilla macros, it starts getting interesting. So this will be interesting. Because this is a true vanilla client. What about Final Fantasy? I'm not sure what you're saying, Tony. Yeah, I'm saying a lot of people treat today's MMOs like like they're playing The Witcher. You know what I mean? They try to do everything solo. They don't really try to. Well, the game isn't designed. The MMOs today aren't designed to make people work together. They're not difficult enough. Well, I mean, normally I stream and play whatever game I feel like playing. Usually I play a lot of World of Warcraft. I played Ascension while I was playing New World. I play a lot of different MMOs, but primarily over the past 8 years, I've played, different versions of World of Warcraft. But yeah, I stream pretty much every day, and if I'm pissed off about something or if I have a strong opinion, I will certainly voice it. I'm not happy with Blizzard at all. I really wasn't even planning on playing Blizzard World of Warcraft anymore, but Cargos, if you check out Cargos' YouTube or his Twitter, his Twitch, they're doing some hardcore stuff which I like to play, which is a lot of fun, where you only have one life, and if you die, you have to delete your character. So it's really fun. They're going to do a Road to Ragnaros in Season of Mastery, where you level to 60 and you can't die, and then even at 60 you can't die. So when you're gearing up for Molten Core, if you die, you have to start over. You have to delete your character, and they're going to try to run Molten Core with a group of mortal players, meaning that if they wipe, everybody deletes their characters. So it's just an incredibly difficult challenge, and that's the only reason I really came back and was playing on one of WoW servers, is because they want to do it on the Season of Mastery server. I told Cargos, I put a post on their forums and said they should just do it on a fucking private server. I said, why don't you just do it on Darrowshire? Why don't you just do it on this private server here, Darrowshire? People are so worried about streaming a private server. What's Blizzard going to do? Blizzard's never done... I've streamed private servers for years. No one's ever done shit to me. But the thing is, because certain streamers have, like Cargos has got like 80,000 subs on his YouTube channel, and, they're worried that if they stream a private server, I guess Blizzard will take action against them, I guess is what they're worried about. But honestly, I would much rather see them do like this hardcore challenge on a server like Darrowshire, which is what this server is here. I was going to probably do a Night Elf Warrior. For... Do I not have quartz on this version? Interesting. It's probably going to do a Night Elf Warrior. Yeah, you have to delete your character if you die, yeah. And I was also thinking about doing a paladin as well, human paladin, of course. I guess lock in this client actually is lock. Wow, look at how simple the outfit is. Execute. I don't have execute yet. What's up? What can't you wait for, Joseph? Can't wait for a bunch of videos. Season messy worth playing. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what it sounds like they're gonna do. It sounds like they're gonna they're gonna launch one every 12 months. Like they'll have one, and then after a year, I guess they'll launch another one. I'm assuming. Well, yeah, but how hard are they working? Dude, all they got to do to get rid of boosting is, I mean, seriously, all you have to do to get rid of boosting, and I've said it so many times, is you just prevent a high level character from grouping with a group of players that are okay. Let's say you have when people boost, right? Like a mage boosts people. What is a mage usually? He's usually like level 60, right? So a mage is going to be level 60, and he runs people through stockades. All you have to do is say that if you have a group that's got any player that's outside the range of the dungeon, you do not allow them to enter. That way, the only way a player could boost another player is if they were actually within the level range of the dungeon. Stockades is what, like 22 to 30 or something? So you couldn't put anyone inside. If you have a 5-man group, nobody in that group could be higher than level 30, right? And nobody in that group could be lower than the minimum range, right? You do that, and boosting, there's no boosting. It's such a simple change. It's just such a simple change. Blizzard doesn't want to eliminate boosting. They want boosting because it makes them money. Boosting makes them money because people buy gold, which means that gold sellers are going to create accounts so they can farm gold, which means Blizzard's making money off all the gold sellers because they have an active sub. Blizzard makes money because players who don't want to buy gold off gold sellers will buy WoW tokens, sell the WoW token, and then use that gold to pay for boosts, right? Or they'll just pay for a level, boost. You know what I mean? Wow, I can't even change the gamma? It's the worst part about this client, as I can't really do anything with it. Can't really modify the graphics, the graphical settings. Yeah. Well, somebody already proposed on the Season of Mastery disc or Season of Mastery forums to allow people to buy a bind on pickup item or bind on, I don't know, some sort of item that you would buy from the shop that allowed you to level up alts quicker. And I'm like, what? That's kind of like almost like a Ascension WoW type of thing, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I thought there was a speed, like a general speed to this. Scroll height. No, I think mage boosting is one of the worst things in the game. It ruins the game. Mage boosting 100% ruins the game. Because you get people that literally are almost sitting AFK in dungeons, aren't doing nothing. They're not even playing the game. They're paying money to not play the game. How stupid is that? You're going to buy a game, right? You're going to buy World of Warcraft. Then you're going to pay real world money because somehow you got to get that gold, right? Well, how do you think these people get the gold? Most of them don't have it. Most of them are buying gold. You know how many people buy gold in retail WoW? It's a shit ton. It is a lot. You know what I mean? So people are buying, spending real world money to not play the game because they don't want to level. You know, I mean, go to Grobulus and just watch. Watch the chat. Looking for boost. Want to buy boost, or want to sell boost. It's either someone trying to sell boosts or someone trying to buy boosts. You know, it's just dumb. So yeah, no, I don't like mage boosting. I think it's one of the worst things. And I would completely, if I was running WoW, I would stamp it out instantly. I would say you cannot go into a 5-man dungeon if you are outside the level range of the dungeon. Just 100%. Nope, can't do it. Level 60 would not be able to go into stockades with other people. Now, he could go in solo. If he wants to go into stockades by himself at level 60, I have no problem with that. You've earned the right. You're level 60. If you want to go in there and kick butt of all those level 25 mobs, go right ahead. Knock yourself out. Yeah. So this is like what people don't understand is this is earning your level, man. You got to go through and do this grindy slow leveling, and it's not even grindy. You compare this to a game like Lineage 2 or EverQuest, and the leveling in this is so much faster. But people aren't used to that. Most people play WoW who've never played EverQuest or never played Lineage 2. They don't know what a real grind is. They think this is grindy. They're like, oh my god, it takes me too long to level. Yeah, to each his own, I guess. Alright, I need to take a look at my add-ons here. I mean, I could talk about it for hours. What, you know, I could talk about it for hours. What things they could do to make the game better. But it's no one's gonna listen. Look, they have an update to the beta, so it looks like maybe we'll be able to get into the beta because there's an update. They must have had some sort of a bug with it. So it looks like we might get into the Season of Mastery here pretty soon. They also added another server. Did you guys notice that? There was another server in there, like a WoW Classic Era PTR2 or something that was showing up. Oh, you'd listen, Tony? I don't know, man. It says cute. Okay, here we go. Anyways, I just want to see what add-ons I had going on. Look at this. See, this is the original client. This is the original World of Warcraft client. Look at this script memory. I mean, this is what WoW used to be like back in 2004. But it looks like we're probably going to get a chance to go into the...
Still no news.
Looks like we're going to get a chance to go in. Well, I mean, they need to... Well, I would like to see them do something to make the raids harder, but since... See, look, so we did the update, we still can't get in. Oh, well, they changed the name, though. Now it's a PvP realm. Look at this. You've got Season of Mastery Beta 1, which is what we've had up until now. Now they've added a new server called Season of Mastery Beta 2. So I guess they're rolling out the PvP changes, you know, because they are planning on the Season of Mastery having PvP rolled out, I think, right away. Like, normally PvP doesn't come out until, I think, Phase 2 or something, but in the Season of Mastery, they're going to roll PvP out, I think, like, right away. But, so they fixed the server name, because it did say Classic WoW Era PTR2 earlier. Now it doesn't say that anymore. Yeah. I mean, this was here earlier, but it was a different name, so they just renamed it. So obviously they're working on getting the PvP server rolled out. But it's still not up, you know? It's like, come on, guys, what the hell? I wonder if some of these... Ooh. I don't think these are going to work, but let's try. Hold on a second. Do I have... No. Shit. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think it did anything. I mean, I've done thousands and thousands of arena matches in retail WoW, but I don't do a lot of PvP anymore. But I certainly won't back away from a fight. But I'm not a hardcore PvPer right now. But I used to do a lot of PvP back in the day. I was only ever around 2K in retail, or in like Wrath of the Lich King, or back then, back in the old days. When Burning Crusade came out, I ran Priest Rogue, and I was the priest, and we ran that to about 1900. But I've probably logged over about 20,000 arena matches on my priest throughout the years. But I don't do as much PvP anymore because there's just too many people boosting, even in PvP. Like, you could be running against a team in 1500, 1600 bracket who's got like a 2400 or 2600 player on their team just boosting them. So I just got sick of it. It's like, why bother? I still do battlegrounds and stuff like that, but I won't really do arena anymore because it's just kind of bogus, really. Just another example of boosting. People boost arena rating, people boost mythic, people boost leveling, and they boost everything. That's why the game's kind of shit, really. That's why I only play WoW to do stuff like the hardcore challenges where you try to level to 60 without dying. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't really know when they're going to launch it. Probably within the next 6 weeks, maybe. I would guess within the next 6 weeks, but I don't know. That's just a shot in the dark. They've said they want to roll out a couple of, they said they want to roll out some updates, in the beta, The server's still down. And they've been down for quite a while. They've been down for quite a while. We're still no... Oh, still no... Yeah. Let's see, it was called Classic Air PTR. It just popped up. First week of testing, look, they're like, here's the reason. We're currently planning to do maintenance on the beta tomorrow, October 13th. And at that time, we'll update it with the new build settings, give us more to test. We'll post an update on the development notes with all the details at that time. So they just haven't, they basically said they're going to do maintenance today, but they haven't said when they're going to actually... Here, hurry. So they haven't posted anything new yet. Oh well. This is a private server. Purdy, this is a private server? I'm playing this server right now, Darshire. Yeah.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Don't die. Oh, look at that huge crit. Epic. Ugh. No, I don't play retail. No. I don't touch retail. I mean, I'll play, like, whenever they come out with an expansion like Shadowlands, I'll go in there and I'll buy it. And I'll play it just to see what it's like. But, in my opinion, like, the last good expansion that was actually fun, believe it or not, was probably Mists of Pandaria. I didn't like Legion like everybody else appeared to. I thought Legion kind of sucked. Mists of Pandaria had really good PvP. The PvP was pretty balanced in Mists of Pandaria, so I actually really liked it. I don't like pandas, and I thought pandas as a race was a stupid idea. Think the long-haired hippie guy on their art team whose kid they drew a picture of a panda for his kid, and bing, he's like, oh, pandas, we could introduce that as a race. I really dislike that guy for doing that, when there's so many other cool races you could have added to the game. Yeah, I played Shadowlands for about 10 hours. I leveled a Shadow Priest up to like 50 or something. Or whatever level it is now in the stat squish. And got to like a certain point and got killed by a bear tank. And I was just like... It was just... The way the bear tank killed me felt so just wrong. Like I mean, I was dotting him up with all kinds of debuffs and hitting him and he just killed me. And it was like his health was like almost 100%. And I'm like, What's the point of leveling a Shadow Priest? I'm dotting him up and hitting him with all my rotations, and it's like not even doing any damage. I'm like, I don't even understand how Shadow Priest cannot do damage to a bear. I mean, it's magic damage, right? It's like, come on. But anyways, yeah, it was just crap. Just another shitty expansion for the idiots for the bro boy culture at Blizzard who don't listen to people at all anymore and just do whatever they want because they're so arrogant. They think whatever they do is going to be gold, but they're wrong. I mean, I look at them losing all their subscribers, man. Yeah, these girls are kicking my butt, aren't they? These girls are kicking my ass. Warrior is very hard to level in Classic. When I'm fighting one girl and he's beating my butt. I don't know. They certainly did because they're arrogant. And at first, I think the people that are, whoever's coming up with the game, the ideas for the game. I think there's so many reasons for it. I mean, a lot of it's they weren't given enough money to keep putting out quality expansions. They weren't given enough money or time. And then a lot of the people that were really kind of the innovative people left the company. They just left. So you lost a lot of really good people. Actually, I'm done with this quest, but let's kill a few more until we get to level 3, because we're way too low level to continue questing through the next quest. I like to kill these guys and try to get up a little higher. But wait, one of the reasons that this is more difficult is because I didn't finish the other quest yet, but that's all right. I'm surprised I didn't finish this one. No, I got these. I still need a few more of the lightsabers. Lightsabers, where are you? Yeah. Yeah, the new models look really weird. The Night Elves look like total shit. Yeah, the character models, the Night Elf character models in this version, the original version of the game, look better than the ones in retail, man. They really ruined the character models. Yeah, this server's not doing too good, though. There's only 546 people on Darrowshire, which is, not very good. You'd like to see it at least over a couple thousand, So that's too bad. I think New World definitely hurt. A lot of people jumped and went and played New World, so New World hurt a lot of private servers. WoW creating all their stupid Season of Mastery and all this other stuff might have hurt the population a little bit. But I don't think I think people will come back. Like servers like this, I think will actually get more people. More and more people are going to leave New World, I think, because I just don't think New World's a very good game. Yeah, the new Night models are so bad. They look so bad. We'll be using a bow eventually. Yes, we will. But not yet. Not yet. Server's still down. Well, I mean, I don't think any of the X-Packs were perfect, but I really liked Burning Crusade. I liked Burning Crusade a lot. I thought Burning Crusade added a lot of good value to the game. They fixed a lot of the issues that Paladins had. They fixed a lot of the character balancing. Like, Druids became a lot better. Hunters became a lot better, PvE-wise. And, Paladins got a taunt. Paladins got some better abilities to keep their mana up. Warriors got weakened a little bit, which is good because they were so ridiculously overpowered in vanilla. So yeah, I think there was a lot of good stuff that that. Hold on a second. There's no reticule. Yeah, I really think that was a good expansion. Burning Crusade. Shit, I gotta grab this other quest. Wrath of Lich King, I think, was the next best one. So I think it was Burning Crusade. Then after that, I think Wrath is the next best expansion. And then after that, I would probably, believe it or not, probably say Mist of Pandaria. I just thought Mist of Pandaria had really good balance in PvP, and I thought the dungeons and raids were pretty fun. And I liked what they did with professions. Like, some of the professions were really they had some good stuff that was added, especially cooking. Yeah, I liked Wrath. It just wasn't my favorite. You know what? I didn't train at my trainer, did I? I'm such an idiot. What level are we? 3? Trying to think if I get Battle Shout at level 2. Yeah, we better go check, because it's a big deal. Yeah, I played TBC Classic for a little bit, but I quit because, again, it was just the boosting culture. I didn't enjoy playing with everybody who was just boosting. You know, like I play the game the old-fashioned way. I actually play the game. I level. I do quests. You know, I like to do stuff on my. You know, I like to actually do my accomplishments and play the game, and not just have someone boost me. And since everybody else wasn't really playing that way, everybody else was just boosting. I was always way behind everybody else because they were all boosting. And it just got tiring. It got tiresome. And honestly, it was tiresome to look in the general chat and just constantly see want to buy boost, want to buy boost, want to buy boost. You know, want to buy arena rating, want to arena rating. You know, it just made me sick. Maybe just kind of sick to my stomach. You know, I was like, fuck. It's like fuck these boosts. The boosting meta was just bullshit, man. Yeah, because Blizzard's greedy. They're all about money. Whatever they can do to make money. That's why they don't stop the boosting. That's why they don't want to stop boosting. Because it makes them money. If boosting somehow caused them not to make money, they would stop boosting instantly. You know, if it was costing them money, they would stop it, you know. So you mean the original game? Or do you mean classic vanilla? I thought classic vanilla was pretty fun for the first few months, and then it started to devolve into kind of that boosting culture, but people buying gold and all that. But it was a lot better. I thought it was better than TBC Classic. I thought WoW Classic was better than TBC Classic because once people kind of figured out the whole mage meta, the whole mage like boosting, then everything became boosting. You know what I mean? Original Vanilla WoW is probably my favorite. I go back and forth. I mean, I would say original Vanilla WoW is probably... I mean, I used to say that TBC was my favorite. And there's a reason for that, but it revolves mostly around the changes to the classes. The changes to the classes in TBC really helped, because there were a lot of classes that had some serious issues. You know, the Druids and the Paladins had some serious issues, and a lot of that stuff got addressed in TBC. And the Hunter also got buffed a little bit, which was needed. You know, it needed a buff. So I like TBC Classic a lot because of what they did for balancing the classes. But I prefer the leveling experience of Vanilla over TBC. It's slower. It's more challenging. A lot of the elite mobs you run into in Vanilla are... I don't know if they were changed in the original TBC, but in TBC Classic, a lot of the elite mobs were turned into non-elites. You know, a lot of the elite mobs for like quests and stuff that are elite in original Vanilla WoW or in TBC Classic were changed to non-elites. So they really nerfed a lot of the quests and they nerfed a lot of the leveling content, making it easier. And I wasn't really a fan of that. I actually preferred it more difficult and more of a challenge, because the thing is, if you make it challenging, then people are going to ask for help, and that's what creates communities. Players helping each other to achieve goals. That's the whole foundation in my mind of an MMO, is creating a game that requires people to work together. You know, again, it all comes from Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, MMOs were just a logical extension from playing, you know, role-playing games, you know, tabletop games like Dungeons and Dragons. And in Dungeons and Dragons, you play with your friends, right? You play with your friends, and the DM puts you into different situations where you have to work together to solve them. And that's really, in my mind, what an MMO should be. It should be friends playing together, trying to overcome difficult obstacles together, right? And as each expansion of World of Warcraft came out, they got away from that. They got away from the difficulty of even just basic leveling. The only time you needed anybody is if you were going to run a dungeon, and then once the game was out long enough, people became such assholes that, like, it's sad. Like, even like in like Ascension WoW or any version of WoW, really, if you try to tank a dungeon, people don't even like wait for you to get threat hardly anymore. It's like you go in as a tank, and people wonder why it's so hard to find tanks. The reason it's so hard to find tanks is because people treat tanks horribly. They're like, if you don't know every dungeon and every fight and pull everything so freaking ridiculously fast, then you suck, and we ain't got time for you. You know what I mean? And it's just, or I'm a better tank than you. That's my favorite one. Dude, man, you should be pulling 2-3 groups at once. If you're not, you suck. You know, it's really sad, man. And then I guarantee you that same person, if they ran into the dungeon and pulled 2 or 3 groups as a tank, would probably wipe. And I would laugh at them. I played beta WoW. I started playing WoW in 2004. I was on Doomhammer as a beta tester for the first. I caught the last 2 weeks of the beta test, and I loved it. I fell in love with WoW instantly. I was coming from Lineage 2, and I loved WoW. You know, when I first played it, it was amazing. I mean, people were super friendly. Everybody helped each other. Nobody knew how to play the game. You know. Most people hadn't played the beta. You know, it wasn't one of those things where nowadays where an MMO comes out and everybody and their mother jumps on board to play the beta, or where they put out like 2 or 3 or 4 betas, then an open beta, and then by the time the game comes out, everybody knows the game already inside and out, and they've already min-maxed it to death because they've already played freaking like 4 betas, which is another problem that I am not a fan of. Another thing that companies do that I'm really against. But yeah, it was awesome. It was amazing, and there weren't hardly any websites up back then. The internet was still kind of still in its infancy to some degree back in 2004. So you couldn't just go online and Google stuff. There was really no YouTube at that point. So, I mean, there were a few websites that came out, like Thoughtbot and stuff. So there were some resources, but they were very minimal. So yeah, it was amazing. It was what an MMO should be. People being nice to each other, being a community, helping each other, you know, forming friendships. You know, it was great. You know, again, that's why WoW was so successful, because it was great. And you'll never be able to have an MMO, I don't think, ever again that's like that, because of the internet, because of the way the internet is, because of the way that people use the internet, you know. I just don't think you'll ever get that again, because people can go to the web to find out the answers to questions, and because of that, they don't ask people in game. They don't try to interact with players in game. They can't be bothered to ask somebody in game for help. They're too embarrassed, I guess. I don't know. And so yeah, they'll go to a website and everything. So then you end up with nobody really talking to each other that much. You know, and it just becomes. It's just sad. It just becomes a very sad game. Most MMOs today are played like RPGs. They're played like you're playing The Witcher or something, you know. And it's all about getting to end game, and that's one of the biggest problems too is end game. Most people think that MMOs, that the leveling experience is just crap. It's like, who cares about leveling? It's all about end game, and that's something that needs to be fixed. You know, they need to fix that. The leveling experience should be long and arduous and difficult. So hard, in my opinion, it should be so hard and long and arduous and difficult that you don't think about it, that it's an afterthought, that you think about other things, such as maybe raising your professions, or maybe just exploring the world and learning about different things in the world that you might want to do. Oh, there's like no icons here. Where'd all the icons go? I don't even remember it's funny, I'm trying to think of what the charge icon looks like. In my head, I can't even think what does it look like. What does charge even look like? I'm blanking on it. What does the charge icon look like? Oh my god, I'm getting too old for this shit, man. Let's see. I don't see it. I don't see it charge. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, I think it's that one. Save macro. Well, let's see if it works. Look at that. Now what's super cool about this macro is it's going to check to see if I'm in the right form, if I'm in the right form to actually do charge. And if I'm not, it's actually going to switch me to battle stance. So most people wouldn't really know how to do that in the original vanilla client because you actually have to run super macro to do that. So I prefer doing everything solo. No, I don't. Hey, what's up, CC? No, I don't prefer to do everything solo. That I do not. I end up playing solo a lot just because I don't play well with others. You know, I have a hard time playing with other players because usually they usually bug me, they usually bother me in some way. But I find people that I enjoy playing with. You know, I enjoy playing with my friend Zulson, and you know, Blue's really good to play with. And there's been different people I've met playing WoW that I really enjoy playing with. And you waiting for 3 hours? Dude, I have no idea. I've been trying to get into the beta, and it's just, the servers are still down, man. That's why I'm over here playing on Darrowshire. You know? You can see they're still offline. So, basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing what I'm going to do on Season of Mastery, which is level up a warrior, a Night Elf warrior. And see how long it takes me to get to like level 14. Yeah. Yeah, they don't give us any info on it. I mean, normally you'd think they would give us something. But there's like, I've looked on their Twitter account and everything, and I can't find anything about it. Some really good vanilla WoW macros here. Yeah, some really good ones. Hmm. Yeah, I play rogues. I used to play rogues in Wrath of the Lich King. I played a rogue a lot. I did a lot of PvP with my brother because he played a rogue, so we used to double rogue like Arathi Basins a lot. We would hold down gold mine by ourselves against pretty much anybody. Well, it would take usually more than 4 people to. It would either take 3. It would either take 4 people that are really good, or to take us out of there, because we could handle 3 people easily. In most cases, we could handle 4 people as well. 2-on-4s, man, with rogues. We just played. We knew how to play against together so well. We always knew who was going to do CC rotations first and who attacked who. We had specific classes. Like he always wanted to get over against mages. I always took out warriors and locks and stuff. And if it was a rogue, we usually let him open first. And we had such good synergy between the two of us, so we used to dominate. Used to dominate down at Gold Mine all the time. That was a lot of fun. I did that for a long time. Played a lot of rogue. It was fun because people would come down. We'd be stealth, so they'd be coming down thinking they were going to grab Gold Mine. And there might be like 2, 3, 4 of them, and we would just annihilate them. I was Night Elf. Night Elf. I love Night Elves. I don't min-max, so I'm not like, oh, I have to be a human or whatever. But yeah, I was Night Elf, and my brother was Night Elf too. We were actually both Night Elves. Which does come in handy because you can fake people out by shadow melding. They think that you stealthed and took off and you're just standing right there, which, especially if you do it at the right time. I'm gonna have to get some more food. We don't really need these mushrooms right now. We'll get them. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess we do need them. It was Wrath of the Lich King. We did that in Wrath of the Lich King. We did a lot of, what was that PvP zone in Wrath of the Lich King? I always forget the name of it. Oh, the one right near Ice Crown Citadel's area. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, what was it called? Damn it! It's gonna drive me nuts. The PvP zone in Wrath of the Lich King. Oh shit! That's gonna just drive me insane. Isle of no. Oh, I'm gonna have to Google it because it's driving me so great. Pete Wrath. Wintergrasp. Can't believe I couldn't remember Wintergrasp. But yeah, we used to do Wintergrasp. Yeah, Wintergrasp. We used to do Wintergrasp together quite a bit, me and my brother. Which is fun. We're 2 rogues. We just run around and take people out. Actually, you know what? I still need some mushrooms. It's not hearth yet. We'll just walk back this time, get our mushrooms, and then next time we'll hearth. Because we still need a few. It's fun playing the old client. I mean, there's a sense of this is closer to the original game than classic WoW is, because this is actually an original, vanilla client. But it's a little bit more painful because you have to kind of jump through some circles to get certain macros to work, and and there's not as many. There's a little bit of an art getting the right add-ons to work correctly, getting the macros to work correctly, and all that kind of stuff. So I've played it enough that I kind of have a lot of the stuff saved. So it's not too difficult. Parkour! 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 I need 3 more mushrooms. Well, we can always get the mushrooms from the goblins. Get some XP at the same time. From the grells. Einbay, what's up? Einbay! No, he didn't play anymore. He quit playing in... He only played for a couple years. He played Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, and then I think he played Cataclysm, and he quit. He quit somewhere in Cataclysm. He just, I don't know, he didn't like it anymore. I think he tried to do high-end PvP, and when he couldn't beat the 2,300 plus rogues one-on-one, he just got so mad that he couldn't do it that he just quit. He went more to the FPS games. We both came from FPS. We were both hardcore FPS gamers before we played World of Warcraft. And he went back to FPS and was doing Counter-Strike and shit. Second day of single-player games feels good. It's funny because the warrior gets some really strong abilities early on, unlike the paladin. Like the paladin at this point, all you have is you don't have anything. At level 4 on a paladin, all you have is basically really nothing. I don't even think you have judgment until level 8. So you're basically just I think you're just auto attacking at this point. Pretty sure judgment's level 8, 6 or 8. Whereas the warrior gets at level 4, you get charge and rend. I don't know if we'll get Iron Bay into Season of Mastery or not. We've already played an hour. Whew. Slow going. Let's go with the blade. Main hand. Yeah, let's go with the blade. We could go. Well, we can't even use an axe. That's. Yeah. Are they up? I don't know. We can find out. You're fully anti-retail now? 16 years was enough for you? Well, we're not going to play retail. We're going to be playing Season of Mastery. Ah. Servers are not up. Bean soup, yummy bean soup. We've got the bean soup. Come on, girl, you can make it. Michael! The sporadic Teta. Yeah, I get up on my soapbox, that's for sure. Oh, I'll have to fix that macro. Oh well, it's alright. Oh, it's terrible, dude. You know me, I've been yakking. This one's... I just checked, it's like an hour right now so far. I'm like an hour. It's a level 5, dude. But I had to, you know me, I had to set up the UI, I gotta set up the macros. But yeah, I just checked a minute ago. We're already at an hour and 3 minutes. It's so slow. You know, I am not a speed leveler. But this is the original. I mean, this isn't Season of Mastery. There's no XP increase here at all. This is original vanilla WoW leveling speed. 1x. And as you know, the Night Elf area is very slow in the beginning. And then, of course, it picks up once we get to Darkshire a bit. The Night Elf, from 1 to... You're going to spend, like, a good 1 to 12 is probably going to be a good... Oof. Like, I don't know. It's probably going to be a good 12 hours just to get to level 12. Hopefully we can do it faster than that. No, I can't, man. The thing is, we shape our buildings, therefore they shape us. This was such a great trailer. The trailer for EverQuest Next Landmark was so awesome. Really well done. Nope. Oh. No. This is just a video trailer of the original EverQuest Next Landmark. Yeah, they're offline, Brian. They are offline at the moment. I keep checking, but... Yeah, but I can't take these config files because this is the original client, Ironbase, so the macros are completely different. Right? I'm using super macro. I mean, the macros are like, I mean, look at this macro, Einbay. run local texture.name is active is castable is equal to get shapeshift form info 1. If is active, then cast spell by name charge, else cast spell by name battle stance. So I mean these are much more complex scripts that I'm using for the original vanilla client than we would use in the classic. The classic client's completely different. Vanilla, yeah, completely different. So we can't use the same macros, unfortunately. But you tried to log in for some week. Yeah, they're definitely down, Brian. I've been trying to log in for the past 2 or 3 hours, and they're just down, man. And no word on when they're going to be up either. But I would imagine they should be up. I would imagine they'd be up within the next hour or two. But but who knows, man. And we'll keep trying to connect, see what happens. Is it up? Oh, it is. They're up. Alright. Okay, so let's get out of the Darshire server. But I'm going to take a bathroom break, so... Looks like we just came back up. Guild Wars 2 is Iron Bay's main game, yeah, with Final Fantasy on the side. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll be back. I'm going to hit the bathroom, and then I'll be right back. Here for those weeks. Yeah, max level, as far as I know, it's 30. Brian, as far as I know, it's 30, but they just did an update that changed the experience from 25% bonus to 40%. So it's possible they raised the max level, but I don't know yet. So I'll find out. Once I get in game, we'll see. But there's people in the guild that I'm in. Actually, this character's not in the guild yet. But there's people in the hardcore guild that are already all level 30, so... And, of course, you can just... Here, we can go in and just search. I mean, let's take a look. We can do a, /who and see if we can find something. We can do 30 to 60. And, yeah. They must have changed it, Brian. I'm seeing level 32s. Woohoo! That's good news. This is good news, man. Look at that, level 32s. So, no, we're not doing the PvP server because this is a hardcore run, so we won't be doing PvP on the PvP server for hardcore. Here, I'll show you. Here, let me log out. Hardcore is one death. You need one life. You only have one life. So let me show you real quick. If you guys aren't familiar, some of you guys may not be familiar with it.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another guide.
So watch this video while I'm off going to the bathroom. And it'll explain to you what we're doing. The road to Ragnaros.
Hardcore. Wait, actually, this isn't a guide at all. That's right, today we're going to talk about the upcoming Road to Ragnaros event. If you've been playing hardcore or following any of your favorite hardcore streamers lately, you've most likely heard all about this event. But for the few of you who haven't, allow me to explain. Road to Ragnaros is the next big event of the hardcore challenge. Plenty of players have already shown that it's possible to level from 1 to 60 solo without dying, but can a group of players level from 1 to 60 and then brave the depths of Molten Core to kill Ragnaros without dying? Now, it's a bold concept that presents players with another new challenge for the 17-year-old game we all love, but it also poses a problem. We need you. Yes, you. Simply put, we don't need just 40 players attempting this crazy challenge. We're going to need the whole hardcore community banding together into a full-blown war effort in an attempt to kill Rag. And that's where you come in. So let's break down the process and look at what you need to know and what we need in order to accomplish this major undertaking. Now, nothing is set in stone, but as of the making of this video, the whole event will start with the release of the upcoming Classic Fresh servers, and we'll be going Alliance for this event on a predetermined NA server. Sorry Horde mains. I know, I'm a little disappointed myself. Leveling from 1 to 60 will still follow the standard hardcore challenge rules, so go solo, duo, or even the recently allowed trio groups. After reaching 60, you'll join a new guild, and the rule set will change slightly for these players. You'll be allowed to group up in the open world, trade with your guildies, and run multiple instances of the same dungeon for gear. Keep in mind that you're still mortar though, so death still equals delete. We'll also primarily be trying to get everybody on NA servers, but if there's enough players on EU servers to make it work, then we could possibly have 2 groups attempting this challenge. So why do we need as many people as possible to participate, and how can you help? First and foremost, if we look at the roadmap, there's leveling, getting geared to run 60 dungeons, getting geared to raid, and then the actual raid itself. I've got these 2 separated because let's face it, as a hardcore character, as soon as you hit 60, trying to run strat and Skolo is a death sentence. So you'll need to get some better gear before you attempt most 60 dungeons. At every point in this process, people will fall, and there needs to be extra bodies to push forward. So the more people we have participating, the better our chances of pulling this off. High-level world drop recipes, BOE gear, and cooldown-based profession items like Mooncloth, Arcanite bars, and Cured Rugged Hide are another reason we need as many people as possible. Considering we're not allowed to use the auction house, the more people we have in the upper levels, the more likely we are to collect these much-needed items. I'll have a video out later going over all the useful world drop recipes worth holding on to. Lastly, we need people to act as dedicated crafters and bankers, which I'll go over in more detail in a few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So, you hit 60. Congrats. Now the real challenge begins.
Now the real challenge
Let's
begins.
break down that roadmap a bit more and look at the responsibilities that await you.
So yeah, this is what we're doing. We're doing the road to Ragnaros, so yeah. Won't be on the PvP server because that would be kind of counterproductive, because if we die, we have to delete our characters. So find a PvP server. And people are going to be trying to get us killed anyway. People are always going to try to grief us and flag us up and kill us, and that always happens on hardcore. So anyways, here's the warrior that I set up earlier today. And let's start leveling. Let's do it. Apparently I don't have macros. Did I not set up? The only skill that I do have, I didn't set up a macro for it. Oh, you gotta love it. Right. Look at that. First mob we kill, we get an upgrade. Yes, Morpheus. Yes, Morpheus. All right, macros, general. We want our shadows. We want offset camera angle, and we're good. And of course, we want ultra graphics. Perfect. Perfect. Ground clutter, environment, environment detail all the way. Why would that not be all the way up? Yeah, there we go. And for our graphics, advanced, I actually was playing around with this earlier, so we're going to go with 836210. So we want 83. Oh, look at that. 62, which is too high. Let's bring it down to like 54. Give us some more saturation in the graphics. All right. And we don't have another important macro. Whoops. Start attack. Get back here. Perfect. We're in business. Whereas, well, it's more fun. The problem with the Paladin, Iron Bay, is that the Paladin, like, is just really weak in vanilla. Like, it's just really weak. It just, there's no other way to really put it. Paladin's just not a very strong class. What? I didn't get that? Oh, man. Some of my things didn't get saved, I guess. Probably not going to need these, but... Oh man, it's... And now look at this, I'm Bay, look at this. Adventure, okay, quest experience increased by 40%, so they upped it. They upped it from 25% to 40%. We'll look at the builds here in a minute. All right, so there's a couple different builds we can go with. This is the basic. This is a basic like protection build. Like 40% is crazy, and then I know Cargos is not going to be happy about that. You know, he's going to be pissed. Shit, did I bring my drink? Crap, I'll be right back. I forgot my Coca-Cola. All right. So this build here is like there's two builds, leveling builds that people really look at. There's the Fury build and the Arms build. This build here is basically my own design. It's probably not what I'm going to use, but this would be like what I would consider a very high survivability type build, but not much damage because you've got shield specialization, you've got shield block, you've got Improve Revenge, which gives you a 45% chance to stun the target for 3 seconds every time you use Revenge. You also can disarm opponents. You've also got Last Stand. You have Improved Blood Rage. You also have Concussive Blow. So not only can you get 3-second stuns every time you do a Revenge, you can also toss in a Concussive Blow. You also have Improved Shield Wall. Increases the effect and duration by 5 seconds. You also have Improved Shield Bash, which gives you a 100% chance to silence the target for 3 seconds. And you also have One-Hand Weapon Specialization, just make your one hand do a little more damage since you're going to be using a shield most of the time. And then, of course, you have Shield Slam. And then you move over into this tree, and we just get the normal stuff. We get Deflection, we get Tactical Mastery and Anger Management, so we can stance without really losing all our rage. And of course, we get Improved Overpower, so we can get some Overpower crits. This build's very tanky survivability, but it's not a fast leveling build. It's just it would be fun to run this because I love protection. I love like playing tanky, but this would not be recommended for leveling. There's still 6 points left though, so we could still go into here and add 6 more points if we wanted. We could go into Cruelty and get our crit, or probably more what would be better is just to go ahead and grab Improved Rend and grab Deep Wounds. And now we're going to get the the critical strikes cause the opponents to bleed. And it would be nice to get. I mean, Impale would be fantastic, but at this point, I don't think we could get. We could if we dropped Improved Overpower, grab Impale, which is going to increase the critical strike chance. I don't know if we could really drop anything else. We could drop 1 point out of here and get 1 point into Overpower maybe. Do something like this. This would be a decent. But, well, this is a more of a survival-based build for sure. But a lot of people, you can have the argument that a good offense, a great offense is a good defense. So the faster you kill a mob, the less likely you are to get into situations where you're going to die. And there can also be a DPS race where you get 2 or 3 mobs on you, and even if you have good defense, it's almost better to be able to just, to kill them quickly, But me, Iron Bay. I do not like to follow the status quo. I don't like to be a sheep. I don't like to do what everybody else says is the best way to do things because I find that boring. So I might try that. I might try it. I've never leveled with that build before. Here's another build. This build is a like a full on like Fury Arms leveling build. Where you could basically do, trying to think. Actually, I screwed it up. This isn't the right build, but basically an arms build would be, what they recommend for arms would be this. They recommend Booming Voice. And what am I I missing? What am I missing? Oh yeah, piercing. How? And at this point, you can. I think that you could do a couple different things here. You could go intercept, or you could go execute, or you could push improved demo shout, or you could do your booming voice. There's a lot of different options. Intercept's actually really cool. What am I missing? I'm missing something. I think they probably went booming voice. I personally, I like demo shout. So you could do something like this. You know, a build like this is more like your typical, you know, kind of arms fury or arms fury build for leveling. And then there's also a fury one, which is basically you're just going to get the dual wield specialization here. You're also going to go a few points into heroic strike. So it would be a little different. But the heroic strike is more for upper level, so you really don't have to have it. Like, it's more for like high, you know, end game, but still it's pretty useful. And then the fury, the dual wield build would be something like this. Again, improved battle shout's what they recommend. Not necessarily my favorite thing, but and this would be your dual wield fury build that you would use for leveling. So this one's like dual wield. This is like the protection build. So, you know, yeah, the Talents of the Warrior are much more fun because there's a lot more options, because there's a lot more good options. Whereas in the Paladin, you're really limited. Like, you can either do like an AoE Paladin build, you can do a kind of a rep build or a rep reckoning build, and that's about it. Straight up protection build on a Paladin would be terrible for leveling. So I think any build you do on a Paladin, if you want to level, is going to require you to get Reckoning. Reckoning is just too good not to get. But yeah, you're right, for sure. The talents are definitely more fun on the Warrior. I just find stance dancing really, really fun. I love being able to go into a fight, and if I get in trouble, switch to my shield and start using shield block for survivability. But yeah, I've never done this build. I have never done this build here, this one. This is something I've never done, and it's totally not a leveling build. This is like would be frowned upon by almost all true like levelers would frown on this build entirely. But this build does give you some good stuff. I mean, you still have some pretty good damage. You've definitely got tactical mastery and anger management. You know, I probably critical strike bonus damage of your battle defensive. Yeah, but I mean, this build, it gives you so much more survivability, though. I mean, having to be able to proc a stun, because Revenge procs constantly. Revenge is up all the time, right? It's like up a lot. So you're going to be stunning people a lot. The problem with this build is you're probably not going to hit that hard. We don't have any crit, right? So this is going to hurt us a ton, not having crit. Because since this is a hardcore, you know, we can't use the auction house, we can't trade with other players, you know, so it's going to be very difficult to get any kind of gear. So if you don't put those talent points into, you know, into the crit, it's going to be really difficult to make that up with gear because you're just not going to have good gear. So it's very hard to not take the crit, you know what I mean? Actually, you're right. That's a great point that I didn't think about. But with the increased experience, yeah, that's actually a great point that I didn't even think of. This is why I stream, so people in the stream can tell me how to play, because I never think of all the good stuff. But yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, with the increased experience being 40%, the leveling should be quite fast. This is what we're going to find out, right? Now I know, like, 44 XP for the kill is pretty much normal. Let's see how much experience I get when turning in this quest. It should be, I don't know what it normally is. It's probably like, I don't know, like 200 maybe. I would guess the normal XP for this quest turn in would be like, maybe like between 200 and 300. I'm just guessing. Yeah, well, I'm definitely going to be questing, Blue. What's up, Blue? I'm definitely going to be questing. So Imbe brings up a great point. You know, I'm going to be questing, so really worrying about the build is having a build that's more survivable is probably better. Right? Let's see how much this gives us. Yeah, 238, and I thought it would have given us around 200. So it definitely is more. And just the fact that the number was not an even number. I mean, it's an even, but you know what I mean. Normally it would be like 200 or 225. They usually use increments of 25. So the fact that it was 238, you know what I mean? So if you divide that by... So if you take 238 minus that, I mean that... Oh, man. So 40% of 238 is 95.2. So if you take 95 off of 238, you get, you know, what do you get? 238 minus, let's just do 95. So that quest probably normally gives, I guess, maybe like 140 XP. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, but maybe, maybe not. Well, I'm level 2. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Battle Shout. And you can see, if you look at my hotbars, I've already set up most of my macros. This is one of the very few times, you guys know this because you watched me stream. This is one of the very few times that I took the time to set up my character's UI and macros and everything before I even streamed. I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to have you guys watching me set this shit up like I always do. I'm just bummed this isn't the real deal, but this is all practice, right? This is practice.
Good luck, friend.
How much money do I have? Oh, just 1 silver. Was it 170? Yeah. Yep, 170 XP. No, you need a sub.
Good luck, friend.
You need a sub.
Del Nadris.
Now, you can't tell me I don't have Battle Shout on here? I guess I don't. I could have sworn I set up most of my macros. Let's take a look. I guess not. No worries. I thought I set this one up already. Maybe it was on the other character I was just playing on the other server. I don't think I want Start Attack and Battle Shout. I don't know. We'll think about that one. No. Probably won't hurt to have Start Attack and Battle Shout. You're playing right now without a sub? Yeah, I think it... No, it should require a sub. Maybe not. Okay, I don't know. Do any of you guys not have a sub? Maybe you can test that out. Normally, the beta doesn't require a sub. Okay, but the release will, right? Okay, I didn't know the beta didn't require a sub. The actual live server will definitely, yeah, for sure. I mean, that would make no sense if it didn't. I'm surprised the beta. I guess it is a beta, but you know, Blue. Their other beta did. The classic WoW beta required a sub. You couldn't play the original classic WoW beta without a sub, or at least you couldn't get the invite into it without a sub. You know what I mean? You had to have an active sub to even get the invite. Oh, you already had the client? Okay. Yeah, I mean, normally they require a sub. I know the classic WoW beta required a sub, so... But it's funny, if you guys were just watching me on the other server, look, I'm at 100% health. On the other vanilla server that I was just playing on, Darrowshire, when I killed one of these guys, I was down around 70% health. 70%. And after killing one here, I was at 100% health. So, this is not as difficult as an original. Even just the fighting these guys is not as difficult. Of course, the other Darrowshire could be not right. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't think anybody really knows exactly what the original WoW client was like. Even Blizzard's... I don't even want to talk about Blizzard. I can't stand Blizzard. Is that what that was? No. What is it? What'd you say? The 1 to 5 HP regen boost that fades away? Well, yeah, when I notice that my health jumps up. Watch. When this guy dies, watch my health jump up. Well, that wasn't a good example because I dinged. Fortuitous ding. That wasn't a fortuitous ding. That was an annoying ding. So I was trying to prove a point. That the health regen out of combat on this server is faster than it was on the Darashai server. Was what I was trying to say. So. Not really. On 1 to 5? Probably. But I can tell you on Darashire, I wasn't regenerating as fast as I am here. And I was taking more damage on Darashire too. Darashire was definitely much more difficult than this server. Yeah, I know, it's been so long, dude. It's been so long since I rock and roll. Actually, do I have... We gotta fix something, don't we? Yeah, I don't have my, It's been a long time since I rocked and roll. Wow, it's actually trying to snap to that. Interesting. And female warrior. Oh, there it is. The warrior lives. She lives. Sorry, mucking with OBS. Mucking with OBS. Normally I would just grind these grills until I was level 4, but because the quest XP turn-in is so high, I'm not going to worry about that anymore. We're just gonna push quests, you know, just getting quests turned in as fast as possible.
Is there trouble? What brings you here?
Bean soup! That's what brings me here. Give me the goods. Give me the goods. The bean soup.
May the stars guide you.
Stars guide you.
Can I assist you?
Run, damn you! Run!
Can I assist you? Till next we meet.
Oh, level 4. We're almost there. Almost level 30 already. Check it out, guys. We've got people that are level 33 already. So they definitely raised the level cap. I don't know what they raised it to, but man, people are already level 33. So that's pretty exciting. Exciting stuff. With a frayed cloak. Level 45? Man, that's nice. You can get some pretty good skills up to 45. It should give us a good idea, too, like with the questing and stuff. It should give us a good idea, like what kind of level we can expect. If it's 45%, I probably can get up to level, like, you know, like 19 or... Well, basically, I'd like to get to level 20 before I hit Lakeshire. Because I can fly through Lakeshire at level 20. So, we should be able to get to 20 before we get done with Darkshore, I'm sure, if the XP is 40% increase. So now I remembered why I always level to level 4. Why I always usually grind the Grells to 4. It's because I want to hit my trainer. I grind to 4, then I hit the trainer and get whatever abilities I can get at 4, depending. It doesn't matter whatever class I am, you know. On the warrior it's even more important because you get charge, and you know, charge is really useful. I keep missing. Why are you keep missing? Stop missing, Sword of Hope. You are the hope. You are the light in the darkness. You are a beacon of hope. You must not falter. You must not fail. You must not die. Oh, a treasure chest of goodies. Epic loot. Epic! Incoming epic loot. And it's all mine. Mine! What's up, Dan? It is hard. It's hardcore Season of Mastery beta. Oh, look at that epic loot. I got a whole, like, bracer out of there. Nice. Although my bracer I had was better. Thank you. The warrior. The warrior lives, Dad. Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll probably do the warrior, probably do the paladin, probably do both, but we'll probably do both. But I think the warrior is more fun because the warriors are so much stronger in vanilla WoW than the paladins, so charge would be really nice right about now. Ugh. Swing that sword. Hmm. Charge would be really nice about now. Come on, Sully boy. Did you guys see the Sully Ball video? Oh man, we'll see hardcore. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can find it. Where is it?
Sorry, boy, and I say to run a fucking mo. Who's with me? You all in? Praise. Praise be the sister, for I am she.
Sully boy!
Please don't pull anything but when running out, thank you. I would much appreciate it. Dust.
Dust!
Sully boy, you and me. You and me, Sully boy! Now or never! Please don't do it, Sully. I'm trying to cast a heal here.
Beer!
I don't have mana for this. That's why we have mana potions. Target dummy, do your thing! Do your duty! Save me! Give me the time I need! Oh God! No! I'm taking you with me to whatever grave fires might be!
Fear! Fear him!
Fear!
Oh! It's just you and me, Sully boy. 4 dots, 4 dots. I love when he goes, it's just you and me, Sully boy. Target dummy, do your duty. Save me. Sounds like me. Sounds like me. Oh, Sully boy. Save me. You want to talk about the most enjoyable viewer content, like the most enjoyable stream, right? Like, can you imagine? I mean, think about it. It was great. That fight was awesome. I love that guy. So think about it, though. Think about it. When they run molten core with a 40-man raid of people that when they die they have to delete their character. Think about the people that are gonna watch that. You know what I mean? I mean that's gonna get some serious views because it's exciting. Because you know every time someone dies they have to delete their character. You're like, oh Jesus, that guy's dead. You know what I mean? Oh man. Save me, sonny boy.